What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I am out here in our Florida location, which is just north of Tampa. I've got Prez over here and Joe. You guys know him. You've seen him on the vlogs before. So I'm out here checking out all the trucks and everything that's going on, checking on the building, a bunch of changes that we're gonna do on the building. Also going through all the trucks, getting them up to speed on a couple little changes, new products that are coming out, which is super cool. And so yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. But first and foremost, take a look at all the trucks we have here. It's just chaos. This one's in for service here. What are we doing on this guy? Turbo?
New turbo, new up pipes, the new crossover pipe all the way out, new power steering pump. He's a good guy. He takes care of his truck. That's his daily driver, so he spends the money and does preventative maintenance. I think we're doing a water pump and stuff on it too, so just keeping it on the road for him. He told us he gets tired of driving his Tahoe. He'd rather have the Hummer on the streets. It scares people.
Yeah, and that brings up another point. If you guys are looking for a truck to buy, this is the type of customer that you want to buy it from. Somebody who's willing to put in the dollars to repair that turbo, place that turbo there, do all the maintenance on it, and have it just dialed. So that is the ideal truck to buy. Oftentimes, they don't come out like that. Like, you buy something that looks beautiful, and it is far from beautiful.
Yeah, riddled with issues.
I mean, this thing is beautiful, beautiful paint job on it. But you guys notice something? Look at that. No airlift hooks. This guy went through and did like a flush mount on there, which it looks clean. It doesn't look like a Hummer though, huh? It's weird.
No, it's definitely different.
Let's jump into this thing.
So he brought this into us, had a conversion done on it somewhere else. One of his biggest concerns was when he fills the tank, the diesel just pours out on the ground. So we brought it in. At first inspection, we noticed there was a ton of problems with this truck. There's no gasket on the top of the tank for the fill plate where all your sender and all your lines run down into the main tank. So basically, once you are filling that up, it's just pouring out. There's no rubber gasket to seal it.
Maybe it was planned that way? I don't know. Maybe. So backing up here, this is a kit, right?
Yes.
And the kit isn't a bad kit, it's just who installs the kit and their competency and technical ability, and obviously whoever installed this should not be touching vehicles at all.
Just looking at a few things, quick, whenever we first looked at it, we knew right away whoever did this was trying to cut as many corners as they could and make as much money as they could with the install.
Do you think that, or do you think they were like in over their head on what was happening?
On this one, I don't think it was as much as in over their head as what we're dealing with on the H2, because that's another kit truck. This one, I think it was just more of trying to get it done quick and get it out the door.
Yeah. Let's open up this hood and take a look at it. So you can see it's got a, what's that, a 4-inch lift down here, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's, someone spent some time to take like a laser cutter and cut all that out. I mean, it looks kind of cool, I guess.
Cosmetics is, 10 out of 10 for the most part on the truck. I mean, it's really well as far as paint, and the fab work that they did is good. Electrical is where that falls short in this truck, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, look at the paint. I mean, the paint looks beautiful. They did a good job on the paint. And it looks like they did a proper paint job. New gaskets here. Mm-hmm. Everything was pulled apart. Shoot, maybe it was a paint shop that did it. I don't know. All right, so what do we got going on down here?
Over here you got AC lines ran down to the fender well through here. You have fuel lines run across the cooler, not actually going through a cooler.
Oh, there's no cooler?
No, it's just hooked straight up there. And then, they got it zip tied to the stack up here.
You got your vacuum pump over here?
Yeah,
that's
place for it.
Yeah, first time you articulate this truck, if you ever take it off-road, that vacuum pump and AC line's gone.
Oh yeah, look at that. You got a chance to drive this, right? How to drive?
Oh, that was sketchy. One of the other complaints was that he doesn't feel the truck has the power that it should. One of the things we noticed is it has one of the 5 position on the fly switches.
Yeah.
So I started off on first position, and it literally felt like a stock LOY Silverado, just like 300 horse, and that's all it's got. The in-between functions between 1 and 5 didn't really make a very big change, but once you put it on setting 5, it's like all the power it needs, but it just rolls coal, and it's way too much. But the front end of this truck is what made it sketchy driving it, because you get on it, and it wants to take you to the ditch, and then when you're braking and slowing down, it wants to take you into oncoming traffic, and it's very loose. So
yeah,
he needs some suspension work pretty bad.
Yeah,
so we got to go through that and let him know exactly what he needs, whether it's ball joints, tie rod ends, or drag links or whatever. So
yeah, I see something else too. Check this out. A sure sign that this shop does not know Hummers. Take a look at the light bar.
Oh, it's upside down.
Yeah, and it's the wrong one too.
Is it the back one?
Yeah, they got the back light bar on the front, so it's way too wide. The holes are in the wrong location.
That almost looks like the ones you could buy at Rural King for your trailer.
Yeah, they replaced those bezels too with like gray ones that just don't match.
Yeah.
They didn't get the right
I found
ones.
the front one.
You found the front.
There it is.
Ah, there she is.
Hey, fella.
Welcome
What are you
back.
doing back there? Why?
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And also, you may notice something a little different right here. So full custom slant back, but it almost looks like
It's one of one.
one of one.
One of one.
It's kind of a cool concept, I think. I mean, I kind of like the concept, but this just like, there's like a big flat negative space there that looks kind of like it's missing something, like a window or something.
So if you cut a hole here and put a window in, it's like a Prius hatch.
Oh.
That's why he didn't want to do that.
Oh, he didn't want to do it
No
that way.
braces.
It's cool though.
It's
custom.
definitely different. They did a good job with, you know, molding the metal as far as, you know, rounding the curves and everything.
Yeah.
But definitely the rear hatch kind of takes away from it.
Hey, you want to open up the back hatch?
Yeah. Listen, this is not one to be loading groceries if it's raining
Why is
at
that?
all. You just watch. Just watch.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more. Ta-da! Yeah.
Should we put a counter down here on how long it takes to open up the hatch?
I'll put $100 on exactly 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Hey guys, guess how long it takes to open up the hatch? Is that all the way up? There you go.
It'll stop itself first.
Wow. That is a long time to open up a hatch. It's like, come on, let's go.
And this being a Florida truck, and we have thunderstorms nonstop, could you imagine trying to hurry and get your groceries in if you drove this up to Publix and got your pub sub or something? Yeah. Soggy food, bro.
Oh man. So you got like an ant box down here with ventilation fans.
Check it out.
All right, so got some amps down here. I say that the real issue is you look at this truck on the outside and like your first perception of it is absolutely beautiful truck. Beautiful paint job. The slant back looks cool. Then once you open it up a little bit, you kind of discover how bad it is. Like it looks beautiful back here, but I don't know if I would use 2x4s as my first choice.
I definitely would have done some kind of aluminum, even like expanded metal. That
Yeah.
way you get better cooling and stuff.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of money that's been spent on this truck, and there's a lot to be cleaned up on it. I mean, those actuators are not cheap. And he's got two of them. They look like they're stainless steel. Actually, I'm pretty certain they are. They're really nice actuators.
And another thing they fell short on, like they did all the weather stripping all the way around the top, but then they came short here, so the hatch when you're driving actually rattles against the body, so you've got paint starting to wear through.
Yeah, look at that.
A simple foam gasket like they did all the way around would have prevented a lot of that.
See that? I mean, it's even like a little gasket right across here.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect. Or down here, either or. It's cool. I mean, there's like Alcantara suede. I know you guys can't see it. It's probably way too dark in there for that, but it's got some nice screens over there and a custom overhead console, custom dash. It looks cool, but there's a lot of work to fix this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have what, a couple hundred hours in rewiring it all?
For sure, yeah.
Oh, and then Prez mentioned the underside of the dash is a basket case. You want to show us that?
Yeah, take a look.
Beautiful.
Check the steering column fit.
Oh, and the steering column. That was another thing. Really weird. All right. So it's like a present.
So this is a panel. I don't know what their plans were for mounting it, but behind that,
Oh my God. Look at that wire mess. Wow. So that is a GM wire harness. Oh, it's got an OBT2, right? Or
yeah,
two of them?
you get two of them, you know.
You got
double the fun. Right here.
There's one there.
And then we got another guy back here, and that's what's hooked up to his tuner right now.
Wow.
We spared no expense. The old guy from Jurassic Park.
Absolutely spectacular design. Spared no expense.
What is that, plastic? It looks really good.
Yeah.
Like that's remolded. I'm in around that LCD screen. Haltech. Yeah, it's overall, it's a nice looking truck. Well, that right there is a disaster. My hunch is they took like a Chevy truck, gutted it, took the body harness, put it in there because they couldn't get it wired in correctly and to the gauges and get everything to run properly possibly. But that shouldn't be there. There's no reason to have that system in there. Somebody spent a lot of time and money on this thing.
The day he came here, it was actually dripping fuel in the parking lot when he parked it, so I just kind of rolled myself under the truck to see what I could find, and the drive shaft is actually hitting the tank because the tank's not spaced down far enough. And the wiring for the fast fuel system that they put in here, their positive and negative are literally just twisted together. There's no wire nut, no connector, no liquid black tape, no nothing. It's just bare wires under the truck hanging.
Why do you think somebody would do that? Why would a shop not just, I hate to say it, but throw butt connectors on there? I don't like that at all. We don't use butt connectors, but at least that would be safer. But
yeah,
I think they're just trying to kick it out.
So kind of goes back to the beginning. It almost looks like it turned into a rush job to try to finish it to get paid. Or they may have not done their due diligence like we do and do final checks and final inspections across the whole vehicle before we ship them out. You know, that's part of our process with putting the test drive miles on it. Myself and Prez will go through the vehicle from bumper to bumper individually at separate times to make sure that we double check everything. And something as simple as that, you know, you may think it's just a power wire and a ground, but that's running the main fuel supply for the truck. So if that came apart while you're cruising down I-75 and you don't know, you're broke down. You're going to have to pay to get it transported or towed, pay a shop to fix it after the diag fee and everything. So it could lead to a strain of just absolute nightmare headaches to deal with.
One thing we forgot is the steering wheel you pointed out, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a peach.
Check this thing out. So you got steering wheel there. Doesn't look too bad, right? Except for the angle. Check this out. So I am sitting in this truck, and I don't know if you guys can see that angle. It's probably like 15 degrees off, 20 degrees off.
Well, that's built for people with short left arms and long right arms.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta drive it like a dirt car.
It's really weird. So they had to unbolt this and then somehow relocate it over. Maybe the drive shaft was too short with this body lift?
Could be the steering shaft and all that didn't line up lengthwise, and then they had to clock it to get it to actually reach down and connect to the steering gear.
Dude, this is
They all
crazy.
made up nice.
So that goes past my knuckle. If I were to go right here, it's probably like 2 inches, 3 inches in on this side, and it's also cocked down.
It's definitely not comfortable when you're driving it.
No, it doesn't make sense at all. You guys have a lot of work with this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good luck, guys. I'm glad it's not my problem, that's for sure.
The drive shaft.
Oh, you know what's kind of cool though? Like, see, they did a lot of cool stuff. There's a little camera, a reverse camera here, but then again, it's kind of being blocked by the bumper, so.
And it's crooked.
Oh, it's crooked.
Yeah, it matches the steering wheel.
Okay, turn it on. Let's see, we gotta see this.
It's kind of like when you kiss at a dog and they turn their head. It's just full of gangster.
Nice Alpine unit there.
See your bumper?
It's a little crooked.
It's just a little. It tilts the same way the wheel does, though.
Oh, it does, huh?
Good call, Prez.
Yeah, engineering at its finest, you know.
So we got another disaster going on here. Lady called us and said, hey, we got this truck. It's my absolute dream vehicle. I had it built somewhere with a kit. Again, the kit's fine, but how it was executed is an absolute disaster. Much worse than this guy. Well, would you say it's worse?
It was worse, I think, but we're making progress on it.
We've had more time to spend on this truck because it came in before this guy.
Yeah.
But I would say if they both arrived at the same time, this one is in way worse shape.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
This one was at a shop where they clearly had no clue what they were doing. Yeah. They were in over their heads, and unfortunately the owner of this truck paid the price there, and she's having us do it the right way. We've got a lot of hours into this. I think we're up to what, almost 50 hours just in this. We'll get into those as we go through it and kind of break that down for you.
And the hours that they're spending right now are not even addressing like half the problems we see. They're literally just going through line item by line item, going, okay, let's make this truck drive and start up. So it's kind of at that point now, but there's massive problems. So yeah.
Well, we got it. It wouldn't even start. It wouldn't even go into gear or anything. We found out right away that whoever was trying to tune the truck had bricked not only the ECM but the TCM as well.
Yeah.
So she had to get reman ECM and TCM so we could get a factory tune on it just to get the truck to start.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
So
Let's crack this thing open. So we got Duramax conversion going on, then with the Allison 6-speed transmission. And one thing I noted about this when I first saw it was I can tell right away when a truck comes in with lots of problems. If everything's all painted and color matched, that's an indicator that they had no clue what they were doing, and they're trying to kind of screw over the customer because they're going to make it look cool. Somebody who doesn't know what they're looking at looks at this and goes, oh, look at that. I got this maroon purple custom powder coat on everything. It looks beautiful, but it's far from that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What is this?
You gotta stay grounded, man.
That's the ground?
That's one of them.
Oh my gosh. Look at that guy.
Yeah, he's seen better days.
Yeah, you know what? The screw's not loose. The ground's just loose.
That's a swivel ground.
That's a
swivel ground.
there's some wires in there that came to us. It was all chewed apart.
Yeah, you got like cut wires. You got their soldering jobs here. You got, wires that are like, I don't know what's going on there. If a rat, or something at the other shop.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
We gotta
you
fix
think
all this stuff.
You guys think this is a rat? I don't know if you guys
I don't know.
see that or not. Yeah.
One of the biggest issues that we had with it is they charged her like $8,000 for performance injectors, and they were absolute garbage. They were
Really?
stuck open. A couple of them didn't even work. So unfortunately, she had to buy another set of injectors. Once we got those put in and got the truck running with a factory tune and everything, it had a really horrible misfire. And Prez diagnosed it on cylinder, what was it, 4 and 6?
4 and 6. We had absolutely no compression. So we were hoping for the best when they diagnosed it, and the valves were never set correctly. So had to readjust all the valves on that bank.
Yeah.
Once we did that, it idled smooth and almost like factory. That really turned it around.
And so, do you think on the injectors, they charge her for new performance injectors that were supposed to be remanufactured and just kept the stock ones in there to save all the money? Because that's something, guys, that people could do. If they're gonna defraud you, they could put just like stock injectors back in there, used injectors too, and save a ton of money and just steal a ton of money from you instead of spending what do new injectors cost? Like
it's anywhere between $3 grand to $6 grand, depending on what you get. But some of the remanufacturers, they don't stamp them and stuff, so you don't always know what you're getting. So
yeah, so just trust the shop that you're at. They're putting injectors in there. Do you think they had upgraded injectors, or? I mean, how long was the truck sitting without?
That's the thing. We don't know how. I mean, it could have been upgraded. It just sat so long with with the old fuel they had in there and stuff.
And that goes back to driving your truck, folks. Drive your truck. At least put on a mile a week or so, or fire it up, let it idle for a little bit, a couple miles a month, ideally.
At least get it up to temp.
Yeah.
Let the thermostats open up, let it get up to temp, and whether it's idling, driving, take it around the block, do whatever, because those fluids with all the additives and stuff that are required by federal government now, especially in fuel, diesel fuel will gum up sitting for a month, and we see that a lot on some trucks that come in here for service with issues to where they're not getting horsepower that they expected and all that stuff. What we run into is like fuel pressure regulators get gummed up, CP3s get gummed up. We've had the one truck in here with the LBZ that had the lines completely toast. We had to take all the injector feed lines off, blow them out, clean them out.
The biodiesel now, you get the diesel bug that'll grow inside there, and it'll clog up all your stuff.
Yeah.
So
drive your vehicles, folks, because you know what? Maybe she does have upgraded, remanufactured injectors from a reputable shop. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it just sat here for a long time. Ultimately, we don't know, but we had to replace all the injectors, so that's kind of unfortunately where she's at. She does have compound twin turbo, which is kind of cool over there, but this is pretty funny. So the air filter's already collapsing.
Don't look.
No.
It's horrible.
So air filter's already kind of collapsing here. So to fix that, they did this thing. Little plug of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's fancy engineering.
It is. I've never seen anything like that.
I mean, at least it's a good round hole, so they used a hole saw.
Yeah.
So We've seen them where they were just kind of jagged and cut.
My gosh. This is original air intake.
Yes.
Ideally, they should have been sucking from this area right here with the box over here. It's got one battery, doesn't have a place for another battery over here anymore. I mean, I think I would have had the air intake try to suck from over here, relocate this somewhere else, maybe right here, and then somehow get another battery in here, because one battery's just not cutting it.
That surge tank has to go too. That's way undersized for the Duramax.
Yeah.
As well as the cooling stack. They didn't really upgrade much. They kept the like H2 size stuff, so almost like your factory LLYs from like the 05.
On a compound turbo.
Yeah. And
not gonna work.
They did not have any kind of EGT sensors or boost gauge or anything. So we installed some of the new Autometer Cobalt digital gauges for EGTs, as well as the vacuum and boost, because they'll run 2 options per gauge. That way when she does get it back from us, because she plans on towing her camper, she can keep an eye on that stuff. EGTs is one of the biggest things that'll melt down a diesel.
Oh, real fast. You'll be going up a grade and you're like, oh, the truck's great. Temperatures are, 210 degrees, which is ideal on this engine. I'll just keep on cruising. All of a sudden, in reality, you're pushing 1200 degrees, 1400 degrees on EGTs, and it's right on that verge of melting cylinders and detonating engines and doing all kinds of damage, and then all of a sudden it hits you. So you gotta be really careful if you're not watching EGTs on a high horsepower build like this.
Yeah, this one also has an oil leak. So one thing that we noticed is they did the valve cover breathers for the crankcase ventilation.
Yeah.
They did their own kind of aftermarket deal there. There's no catch can.
What?
They ran.
This truck is in factory?
No, they ran the vent all the way back through the frame to here with no oil catch can. Yeah, so eventually that line will fill up. You'll come out in your garage or driveway and be like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
How do I have an oil leak back here? That's another thing she wants us to fix. So we're gonna, get her fixed up with a catch can and do it the right way. If you get rid of the factory breathers up there, do a catch can. Don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
And then we have to trace down an oil leak too. We're not sure if it's the upper oil pan or if it's going to be a rear main, but after about 5 minutes of the truck running, it just dumps oil on the floor. So that's another thing.
Rear mains are not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun. I mean, we don't have fun doing them. We don't have any fun telling the customer that it's going to be X amount of hours repairing it, because it is a lot of work and it's frustrating. And
especially somebody in this case where they haven't had their truck for over 2 years. It was at another shop, and then they bring it here and we have to break the bad news to them and be like, hey, this is what we found. You want to fix it or not? And they're like, I haven't even gotten to drive it.
Yeah.
So we try to be cool about it, but we're also upfront. Like, we don't lie to our customers, and I think that's what sets us aside from a lot of the other companies is like, we're going to tell you how it is and what we find and what's exactly wrong with it. And sometimes it sucks, but at least you know.
Yeah, and one of those things right now is this lift kit is just like too much. It's got a 4-inch lift on this thing. You can see back here too. This big spacer. Normal Duramax conversion does not have that. And do you think it's necessary? Can we bring it down? I know we need a little bit of space for that extra turbo.
Yeah, I don't think we can go that big.
It'd be nice to bring it down a little bit. There's still some clearance here. That exhaust is almost touching the frame.
That's air gap. You're
That's
good.
You're good. You're not good.
Cool.
Dude, that engine, when it's torqued over a little bit, it's gonna be touching that. But you still have a lot of room here. I mean, you could probably drop it a little bit, but is it really worth the expense of
Not at this point.
because we'd have to re-engineer everything on that, all the mechanical mounts and everything to get it to drop down. So
The problem now is they welded on the side steps, so I don't think we can drop the body.
Yeah, they welded the rock sliders to the frame.
why? That is so weird.
Question. Okay.
Oh my
Why
gosh.
not?
Are you
You don't want
serious?
them just to break off when you're off.
These are rock sliders. Oh, no way. Look at that.
But they're nice welds,
They're,
right?
oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
You ever
they're
watch the
literally
videos
welded in place.
of when somebody takes and runs their finger across the comb and the cat's like, "Bleh."
Yeah.
That's what we thought.
That's those welds down there. You want to show me inside on electrical mess? 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, and I'm only speculating that there's an electrical mess on this thing underneath
This
the dash.
is where we put the Halloween music in.
Cue the Halloween horror music.
I'll come around front and hold the door.
It's not the worst we've seen, but they started to do the four-wheel drive to two-wheel drive conversion, or all-wheel drive to two-wheel drive. So it has a full ATS transmission and their harness and module in there we're having issues with, so I think we're gonna bypass that.
Gotcha. You think it's in the harness?
Oh yeah, it's in the harness. It kind of, it splices in, undo it, and it seems to be fine.
So is that like an aftermarket
It's
ATS
like
harness to make it work in a standalone vehicle?
It's like a piggyback system, so it controls the shift pressures and converter lockup and all that stuff. It adds onto it without doing a full retune on it, basically.
Gotcha. Or as opposed to just wiring it incorrectly, you know? You guys have a lot of work between these two vehicles.
Yeah, Randy's got us a fan clutch coming for this too, because when they put the radiator in, they hit the fan clutch because it's so close, and there's a hole in the radiator now, so we're gonna put
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Usually this is one of the sure signs that the shop doesn't know what they're doing. They get the fan situated incorrectly, and I can see it now. Check this out. So it's actually hitting the radiator right now. Wow, look at that. Look at all that extra space above it too. Like the shroud isn't even in the right location. It's just spinning, and it's also hitting. Oh, that's what this puddle's about over here, right? Because the radiator's leaking?
There's a little bit there, and then there's a little bit there.
Yeah, there's a radiator leak right there.
Yeah.
And then earlier this morning it was parked right here. Wow. Yeah, I think that this truck, the way it was sent out, was in a malicious fashion as opposed to the slantback.
She's invested a lot in this.
Yeah, but to let it go with the fan hitting the radiator like that, it's pretty gnarly. All right, I gotta head back to California. So thanks guys, appreciate it.
Yeah, that works.
See you guys.
See you.